On this 2016 to 2024 Honda Civic with the 1.5 turbo engine, P0455 is an EVAP system leak code. In plain terms, the ECM/PCM may be seeing fuel tank pressure behavior after engine shutoff that does not match what it expects from a sealed EVAP system. The driver may only notice a check engine light, and the vehicle can otherwise feel normal. Possible fault areas can include EVAP hoses and lines, canister-related sealing, the vent shut valve, fuel fill and vapor recirculation plumbing, the shutoff valve area, or the fuel tank itself. Treat this as a command versus response diagnosis. Make the system seal, apply the specified vacuum, and watch whether the FTP sensor response holds. Before getting into the leak checks, start with the basic troubleshooting approach so you are not chasing the wrong problem. If other codes are present, understand what they mean first, but keep this diagnostic path focused on P0455. Also, stay within the specified vacuum and pressure checks. Excess pressure or vacuum can damage EVAP components or eventually damage the fuel tank. For leak detection, fresh fuel can help because it has higher volatility. The best condition is less than a full tank of fresh fuel. If possible, add 1 gallon of fresh fuel to the tank just before testing, as long as that will not fill the tank. Turn the vehicle to the on mode, then run the HDS function test. If that test result is not okay, the failure has been duplicated. So continue with the physical EVAP checks in order rather than jumping ahead. Start at the EVAP canister vent hose. Disconnect the vent hose and check it for blockage or restriction. The expected result is no blockage and no restriction. If that inspection is abnormal, the problem is in the EVAP canister vent hose. Next, check the EVAP canister purge line between the purge valve and the EVAP canister for poor connection or damage. While you are there, also inspect the EVAP canister, FTP sensor, EVAP canister vent shut valve, and O-rings for damage. The expected result is that the connections are okay and there is no damage. If this visual inspection is abnormal, the problem is in the parts on the EVAP canister purge line. For the purge line inspection, disconnect the EVAP canister vent hose and the fuel vent tube from the EVAP canister, then plug each port. In the engine compartment, disconnect the vacuum hose or purge line from the EVAP canister purge valve. Connect a vacuum pump and gauge, 0-30 in HG, to that hose. Turn the vehicle to the on mode. Apply vacuum until HDS FTP sensor voltage reads 190 V-0, 59 in HG-15. 1 mmHg. Be careful not to exceed the vacuum because the FTP sensor can be damaged. Now watch FTP sensor voltage for 1 minute. It should not increase more than 0, 2 V0, 1 in Hg2, 5 mmHg. If it does not hold that limit, the problem is in the parts on the EVAP canister purge line. Only move to the EVAP canister vent shut valve inspection after the purge line has tested normal. Disconnect the fuel vent tube from the EVAP canister and plug the port. Then disconnect the purge line from the EVAP canister purge valve in the engine compartment and connect a vacuum pump and gauge, 0-30 in Hg, to that hose. Turn the vehicle to the on mode and command HDS CVS on. Apply vacuum until FTP sensor voltage reads 190 V-0, 59 in Hg-15, 1 mmHg. Again, do not exceed the vacuum because the FTP sensor can be damaged. Confirm FTP sensor voltage for 1 minute. It should not increase more than 0, 2 V0, 1 in Hg2, 5 mmHg. If this test is abnormal, the problem is in the EVAP canister vent shut valve. If the canister side checks are normal, move to the fuel fill side. Check the fuel fill pipe and the fuel tank vapor recirculation tube for poor connection or damage. The expected result is good connections and no damage. If that inspection is abnormal, the problem is in the fuel fill pipe, the vapor recirculation tube, or both. Next, remove the misfuel inhibit device and visually confirm the shutoff valve is closed. If it is not closed, the problem is in the main flap unit. Then remove the misfuel inhibit device for the seal inspection and check the shut-off valve flap seal and mating surface for missing or damaged seals. If that is abnormal, the problem is in the main flap unit. If all the previous inspection items are normal, the remaining cause in this diagnostic path is the fuel tank. After the fault area has been corrected, keep verification separate from the testing path. Verify the repair and confirm P0455 stays gone under the appropriate operating conditions. The takeaway is simple. Do not guess at an EVAP leak. Seal the right section, apply the specified vacuum, watch the FTP sensor response, and let the section that fails guide the repair direction. For more diagnostic training, visit Diagnostics.com.